guys, George here. Welcome back to an episode of Garage Edition. Been a little bit since I did one, and people's like, hey, bring back Garage Edition. Took a little break, just really got lazy, that was it. I haven't touched anything, Coloss or Super Ram or anything, hasn't been touched since the last video. I know it's terrible. But today we're going to work on the Razor. Now I've been wanting to put a light bar on it. I was going to put a light bar on the top, and I think I'm actually going to put a curved one, but that's going to be a later video. I'm just going to put like a bumper mount right here for now. It screams we need a light bar. So I have a light bar that I put on my old Fuller that I never used since I had it. The only thing is we're going to use this little crappy switch that everyone had it before me installed. They just put the wires here, so we're just going to wire up to a battery. I do have back here, I have a line fuse. I got some wires so we can, fix it all nice. We'll hide the wires and everything. Later on, I did find a panel, basically just like I showed the panel we're going to use for the Super Ram, but it's actually a perfect cut here. The switches will go into the panel, and you'll have two more switches there here, the real nice push switches that show like LED light bar. And the next one will be whip lights, because I do want to get me a set of whip lights to go right there. We'll get some orange ones. But today we're actually going to focus on just putting a simple light bar on, just a small one. I'm going to get a curved one to go on the top eventually, but right now we're going to put this on. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so this is actually a light bar we're going to be using. This is off the old $400 four-wheeler that I bought a while ago. It still runs and stuff, I just never drive it because I have a Razor. But it is adjustable, so I'm going to actually take the bolts off and stuff, and hopefully this actually fits on the slots on the Razor, because it'll make it a whole lot easier for us, so we don't have to make a bracket. So let's go ahead and get the tools and take it off. Alright, so I went ahead and took this off. Basically just had two bolts on it. Alright, so this adjusts. There's actually a bigger bolt down in there adjusts. Now, in a perfect world that we live in, it'd be great if that would have fit right there, but we can adjust this so it will fit into the slots. But I have to take these off and move them over and all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We'll go ahead and take our Allen and loosen these up, and basically we'll slide that back, and we can take that bolt out right there and put that in, and I'll put some taps on this and basically a mount right there. Alright, I need to take that off. Is that that's the, I don't know what that's from. Alright, so there's that. Now if you see, it is off centered, so basically we'll just loosen this up a little bit more, slide it over, and then we'll measure it to make sure it's good. Alright, so we got everything lined up what we want after a little bit of adjustments and everything. Let's see, gotta get it in the hole, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Alright, so get everything good there. Of course, we just gotta adjust the light bar. Now what it is after I get it bolted up and stuff, I can go on the sides here and actually tighten and adjust it down, because it looks like it needs to go down some. But I really won't be able to tell until I actually go riding. Even if I just ride around the yard, I want to go out and actually ride and take it with me and like take it on trail and see, because I want to be able to see basically everything in front of me. I want to see the ground a lot too, but I also want to see the trees, if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and tighten this up. I do have some washers. These was too big for the nut, so actually got these overkill, a little bit too big, but I think they'll work. So we're going to do that, and then we will take the test light and everything and hook that switch up and make sure all the power is good and everything. And we got their fuse and wire and stuff. And I want to show you a cool thing we're going to do with the wire when we cut long enough for both of them. We're actually going to put them together, but we're going to braid them type deal with the vise and a drill. So let me go ahead and tighten this up. So I've got enough wire. Rule of thumb, always have more wire than what you need. That way you can just cut it. So I'm actually going to match these, and then we're going to put the wires together. But you want to label each end, like which one's going to be negative, which one's positive, since they are both going to be the same color. So I'm just going to label one end, that way I know. Alright, now I'll just go back and put tape every so often. We'll be good to go. Alright, so I went ahead and ran the wire. Basically, I just shoved it in the grill. Well, actually, I went down and actually twisted it so I could pull it through this hole right here. And what we'll do is we'll actually take this, wire it up, pull it through there, so this wire will be the only thing going through there. I did run it up, as you can see, behind that bar. That way it's not near the radiator or fan, so it's not touching. Then we're going to run it along that bar right there. We'll run it along, and then we'll take it straight into that hole over there. And then the hole will lead down into the floor, so we can run up to the switch. Now I have plenty enough, but I always wanted to make sure I had enough. So we're actually going to go ahead and get some heat shrink and everything. Take these, put it together, and put heat shrink on it. Perfect, like you've never seen it. And of course we'll pull it tight so it's not getting close to the radiator or anything. So you really don't see the wire that bad. You know, for the grill and stuff, that's kind of cheaply made. Kind of, I would think it would be better, because like I just pulled a little bit, popped it right there. Polaris, what the heck? Anyways, so we got that. Now we're going to run the wires. Again, I don't have no zip ties, but we'll do as best we can. Then we'll get some zip ties. I can zip them real quick, because I don't plan on riding it anytime this weekend. So yeah, this is going to be, well, it's not really a quick video. It's taking me a little time. But I am starting Garage Edition back, so you'll get it Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, because I know a lot of people have asked for it, and that's where a lot of my views was. So you will be getting Garage Edition back, and we'll start working on our projects. I know a lot of people want to see the center console. I haven't forgot about it. I got everything to actually start it with, so we'll be starting that in the next video. But we're going to go ahead and finish this up so I can enjoy the rest of my day. Alright, so you see the wire going in, went perfect. I actually left some slack, so when we do zip tie it to the pole, I have plenty of room and it's not real tight. And then we'll pull it through more after we zip tie it. And as you see, it's hidden, except for right here. Now I do have that switch and everything, so we need to find out what wires are what. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take this switch off, because I don't know how it's set up. Because now you got the black for ground, red for positive, but it's like I don't know how he's set up here. So we're gonna go ahead and take this out, because I don't want it to blow my fuse right off or something be hooked up backwards and mess something up. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the switch out and see what he has. Alright, well, we got all the wires hooked up. One thing I didn't need to do is take that wire bolt out right there and tuck it under. Right now that'd be fine. Went ahead and took these out and tucked it under just like the others was, but did a little better. I still got to tuck that up under there. You see, I left that so you can see the fuse, so you get easy access, but that can be easily tucked up under there. Got the switch, turn it on, and we have a light. I don't know how good the camera's going to pick up that, but we do have a light bar, well, a small one. Like I said, later on we'll get the better switch, but I did run the wires and stuff, so you can't even see the wires that's been ran. If you come out here, you can't see them here. Like I said, I still got to get some zip ties and fix the wire right there up under there, but I'm not going to drive it until I fix it anyway, so it'll be parked this weekend, so I ain't got to worry about that. It'll parked over the weekend, but it's ready to go. Let's got to put the little hood back on. We'll be good to go. Alright guys, well that concludes the video. Got the light bar on, just a small one. Now we'll get a rounded one to go from the edge to edge, because just the rounded would be would basically match my roof and stuff. So eventually I'll get one of those, probably in next month. So I know I'm going to get a bunch of stuff during winter time, because I didn't want to work on, well, it's kind of riding season, because the last couple of days it's been like in the like 30s and 40s in the daytime. Today I think it hit 70, which I hope it stays like this, but you know how that goes. But we did put inline fuse. Everybody's always asking me like, oh, what do you put a fuse in, whatever. I always put a fuse in when I'm doing stuff, especially if wiring lights or anything, just in case something goes wrong. I just let it pop the fuse instead of melting the wires and catch something on fire. I think we got like maybe a 30 amp in there. Might be a little overkill or whatever. But later on, if I feel like it's overkill or something, we'll drop it down. But right now, it's doing its job. But we will be putting the big light bar on and the whip lights on. And I want to order that button console just to make it look better. And of course, we got to get a system on it. Some doors, lift, you know, the whole routine and everything. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you punch that subscribe button. And as always, this is George, and I am out of here.